What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Patriot Outpost, and across the globe, we've seen an increase in the number of people that are pushing back against vax mandates from the government. But I don't know if anyone thought that potentially the biggest and the most impactful might come from Canada, but it looks like that's what's happening. Over the past week, the Freedom Convoy of truckers in Canada that have made their way across the country, that started as maybe a few thousand, then 10,000. Now the estimates are around 50,000 truckers potentially involved in this. A caravan that is miles and miles and miles long of people that are standing up and saying enough is enough. We've had enough of the mandates. No one should be forced to have something put in their body with the fear of potentially losing their job and their livelihood. And what we're seeing from Canada, the images that are coming out are just incredible. I want to show this. The revolution will not be televised. This was a couple days ago on the 29th. Just look at this in Ottawa. People are gathered all over. It's not just here. I mean, that's where a huge chunk of people are. But as they fly through overhead, you can see that the line of trucks is just going on and on and on. And there's people in the streets throughout. This is just a small, tiny fraction of a percentage of the people that are now involved in this as it continues on. And what we have seen from someone like Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, the cuck Justin Trudeau, is despicable. I want you to hear what this man had to say. Let's see if I can find it here. Yeah, right up here. I have it paused right where I wanted it to. As we see so many Canadians rising up in the name of freedom, what does Justin Trudeau say?
The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing.
Unacceptable views? That's what you're going to say? They're holding unacceptable views, Justin Trudeau?
Do not represent the views of Canadians who have been there for each other, who know that following the science and stepping up to protect each other is the best way to continue to ensure our freedoms, our rights, our values as a country.
Is that a joke? Is that a joke? That the best way to make sure that our freedoms are there is to take away people's freedom? That's what you're saying, Justin Trudeau. Elon Musk called him out. Elon Musk mocked Trudeau after massive trucker rally. Fringe minority is actually the government. This is perfect from Elon Musk right here. Look at this reaction. And that's more of the same that we saw. Just the massive rally of people there. It would appear the so-called fringe minority is actually the government. Protested a Canadian winter shows real commitment. If the government had the mandate of the people, there would be a significant counter-protest. There is not. Therefore, they do not exist. And then he did post this, taking a break from politics for a while. Here's a nice photo of trucks, just a fraction of the number of people that are involved in this. And even yesterday, Justin Trudeau continued to try to attack all of these people, label them as something. You know, when you have over a million is what's expected throughout this entire thing. I think 1.4 million was an estimate I saw. I don't know. A ton of people showing up to this. Justin Trudeau trying to shade them, trying to label them something. And look at these. Look at how much ratioing is happening in this. This initial one. Look, I know this pandemic is frustrating. It's frustrating. After 2 years, we're not done fighting. But over the past few days, Canadians have been shocked and frankly disgusted by the behavior displayed by some people protesting in our nation's capital. We're not intimidated by those who hurl abuse at small business workers and steal food from the homeless. We won't give in to those who fly racist flags, and we won't cave to those who engage in vandalism or dishonor the memory of our veterans. There's no place in Canada for this behavior. So do those who are responsible. It needs to stop. And those who join the convoy but are uncomfortable with the symbols of hatred, be courageous and speak out. You're taking maybe, like, I haven't heard of any of this stuff happening, to be honest with you. I saw like one instance where someone held a flag up. Out of a million people, one person held a flag up that no one agreed with. Justin Trudeau is desperate and he is blaming everyone he can. He is an absolute embarrassment to the country. But luckily for him, obviously, He doesn't represent all Canadians. And it is inspiring. It absolutely is inspiring to see so many Canadians standing up and making noise and making people realize that a lot of people aren't just going to sit down and stay quiet about this. They're going to continue to make their voices heard. And what has that resulted in? Well, now we might have something similar going on in America, with the convoy to DC potentially going on, with truckers across the United States. Now, is everybody going to be so supportive of this if these truckers, if the shelves start going empty, if maybe the grocery store isn't stocked? That's already going on in this country. There's already tons of places in this country where they're having trouble keeping the shelves stocked because of the supply chain. If we have a series of truckers that do that, how long are people really going to be supportive of them, even them that do support it, because they're just more concerned about their own well-being and their own lives and their own being comfortable? That's something that I don't think will take too long to come out from everybody, even the ones that do support them. But I personally, I love seeing this. I love seeing them rise up. Congratulations to the Canadian truckers and this freedom convoy for inspiring so many people around the world. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.